What is going on, guys? It is our Hammond Games here. Welcome back to the channel for another video. Hopefully you guys are having an awesome day. In today's video, we are doing my official updated tier list rankings for Call of Duty games, all the Call of Duty games in the franchise. We're taking a break today from the camo grind and just kind of wanting to update this because I think the last game that was out when we did this was Vanguard. So right away, there's some ones down here that I know I haven't played. So we're just going to go ahead and chuck what we haven't played down here so we can get into kind of the rest of the video. I don't know why Black Ops Zombies is its own thing, but you know where Black Ops Zombies would probably go. Anyways, side note, we can go ahead and chuck Call of Duty 1, Call of Duty 2 down here because I never played them and it is what it is. The rest of these, other than one that is on this list, I have an opinion about. So Call of Duty 3, I played it a little bit. It's nothing too crazy. Like I didn't really, you know what, let's just go ahead and chuck 3 down here because I own Call of Duty 3, but I never really played the campaign or really anything for it. So I can't really judge anything off of it. So it's got to go down there. So really my Call of Duty journey started really with COD 4, and COD 4 is a good game. Obviously it got remastered. The remastering of it was good as well. I don't think that that's on this list, obviously, but I'm not going to judge it based off of that. I'm going to judge it based off of its original form, which it is an iconic game. It started the Modern Warfare series, started Call of Duty kind of where Call of Duty is today. The maps were good. The campaign was good. I can't really say much about multiplayer because I didn't really play too much multiplayer. The multiplayer that I played in this game was literally me and my dad like 1v1ing each other in it. So when the remaster came out, I played a little bit online. Online was good. I mean, I think that obviously there's iconic maps with this one and it's a good game. If it wasn't for this game, Call of Duty wouldn't be what it is today with how multiplayer is and stuff. So I think for that, you got to go A, right? I think that the beginning stages of Call of Duty, there's a lot of good here. So we're going to go A with that one. And not really a hot take or anything like that, but World at War, I'm going to put in the top of haven't played because if there is any of these on this list that I still need to play, it's World at War. I've heard great things about it. I've heard the campaign is good. Obviously, that's the start of Zombies. I've heard multiplayer was fun. I just never got around to playing any of it. So, gonna chuck that right there for now, but it is what it is. Okay. So this is where things get really good with Call of Duty. Obviously, people dub from Modern Warfare 2 to Black Ops 2 as kind of the golden era of Call of Duty, right? So that's where we're at right now. Let's talk about Modern Warfare 2. Probably one of the best campaigns in the series, if not the best, right? Great game. And we're talking about Modern Warfare 29 or 2009, not the one that we're going to be talking about later on, but one of the best campaigns in the series. Very good, very enjoyable game. You had a great multiplayer experience with people trying to race and get nukes and stuff like that. You had great score streaks. You had that other side mode that I played a little bit, but not too much. It didn't have zombies, but it had, if you guys played this game, you guys know what I'm talking about. I don't fully remember what it was, but it was like a co-op mode. That was actually kind of fun to sit down and play as well. Look, it's a great game, and in the history of Call of Duty, it's going to go down as one of, if not the best Call of Duty. So I'm not going to beat around the bush here. That's going to S tier, obviously. One of the best. Story's great. It took everything that Modern Warfare was and kicked it up a notch, and it was good. It was perfect. And then, I mean, there's no arguing this one. I'm just going to go ahead and throw this one up here, and I'm actually going to probably put it ahead of Modern Warfare 2. Black Ops. For me, growing up, I liked the Black Ops series more than the Modern Warfare series, right? Because Black Ops had one thing that the Modern Warfare series didn't have, and that was zombies. So for me, zombies was the real selling point. But overall, the campaign for Black Ops was good. Multiplayer was good. Obviously, that's where Nuketown started, and some of these other really kind of big deal maps. And actually, I even think some of the maps that are on this game that haven't been remade should get remade. Like Drive-In's a good map, Hazard's a good map. I think that there's a lot of good with Black Ops 1. And if out of any Call of Duty on this list, I wish I could still go back and play today, like how it was back in the day, and it's Black Ops 1. Like, I think that that game alone was like the blueprint for me for what a perfect Call of Duty should be. And I had so much fun on this game. This was a blast. This was one of the first games that outside of my friends I actually played online with, made some friends on PlayStation with. So overall, such a good game. I can't even I go on and on about it on stream all the time about how much I love the original Black Ops game. And it's sad to see what Black Ops has kind of turned into now from what it came from. But man, that game is so fun. I even have gone back and played it on the Xbox Series S a couple times, and it's still fun to just jump into the nostalgia kick that you get with it. Awesome. So if for some reason you've never played Black Ops, hands down, probably my favorite Call of Duty game ever. And I know that's a spoiler for the rest of this list, but it kind of is what it is. I absolutely love this game. All right, and then we're moving to Modern Warfare 3. Another one of Call of Duty's great games that I don't think I played enough, honestly, when it came out. And there's some people that say that this is their favorite Call of Duty game of all time. For me personally, I don't really get it. I don't think that the campaign was as good as COD 4 or MW2, but it was still a good campaign, kind of wrapping up that original Modern Warfare story. I just don't think that it is on the caliber of these, and I really don't think for me it's on the caliber of this, so I'm going to put it below that, but still up in A tier. I think that it was good, but for me, I didn't play it as much as I did like Black Ops or MW2, or really, I don't even think, like, out of these four, I think this was honestly my least favorite at the time because I kept going back to Black Ops, play zombies, so overall it was good. There was that weird like little wave third mode that they did, like where you could fight off waves of stuff. It wasn't zombies, it wasn't anything like that, but it was good. I mean, obviously, like I said, this is the golden age of Call of Duty, so this is very hard to rank these. These are some of people's favorite Call of Duties. They've got strong opinions on them, and that's not going to change with our next one either, because for me, Black Ops 2 was not as good as Black Ops 1. I think that, and that might be a hot take because some people love Black Ops 2 over Black Ops 1, but for me, it wasn't as good. If I look at it from the start of a zombies perspective, right? And being so excited to get this game and play it in your first game that you play zombies wise is Transit. Man, I will give Call of Duty Black Ops 7 or Black Ops 2 one thing. Multiplayer was insane, campaign was good. Don't think that it, for me personally, it wasn't on the caliber of Black Ops 1, but man, there's a ton of people that love Black Ops 2, and for me it's, I could put it in S tier, and I probably will just because I like the game that much, because towards the end of the cycle, right, with zombies, it got better. It did, and there's so many iconic maps from this game that still are around today, like two that I can name off the top of my head: Raid and Hijack. Easily two of the greatest Call of Duty maps of all time coming from the same game. So I think I'm gonna chuck it S. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like those three up there. It is what it is, right? And there's obviously another one that could potentially join it, but there's something that knocks it off, but we'll talk about that here in just a few minutes. All right, and then we got Call of Duty Ghost. Call of Duty Ghost is a game that I will still say to this day got all the hate that it got, but I don't think that it is that bad of a game. I really don't. I think that some of the games that we get later on, and we'll kind of talk about them later on, some of these games that come out later on are worse than Ghost. And still to this day, Ghost has got a great campaign. The multiplayer experience, actually, if you go back and play it, like me and Lexi have gone back and played it, it's a fun experience. It's not bad. So honestly, I just think that the game got a lot of hate for what it was. Coming from the golden age of Call of Duty, going to that, I think going back and playing it, it's not as bad as anybody probably remembers. And I think that it got a lot of hate for no reason. I personally have fun when I play it. I personally look back on it and I'm like, man, like that campaign ended with a cliffhanger and it was a good campaign. Like, can we get a second one? Like, it just, I don't know. Like, I think that the game is better than what people make it out to be, right? And I think looking back on it, I'm okay with saying that it was. It kind of, I don't want to say that it was at the caliber of the like golden age of Call of Duty in my opinion, but it's still good. So because of that campaign and because of everything that I said, I'm actually going to put it an A, like bottom A. And I know that that's a hot take for some people, but Ghost was not as bad as it really seemed, and it was probably one of my favorite campaigns that I've played. All right, next three, we're moving into the jetpack era of Call of Duty. Starting with Advanced Warfare, not bad. Didn't play the campaign. Zombies was a little weird with it with the exo zombies. But what I can remember is this was not my favorite jetpack game, and it's gonna be nowhere near my favorite jetpack game. So honestly, I think that this is gonna be our first one that we chuck in C. Like, it wasn't bad, it wasn't great. I've heard the campaign was good, but I didn't play it that much. Like I said, multiplayer I really didn't play that much either. It was like just like this weird thing of the jetpacks and stuff like that. And I actually, fun fact, I almost stopped at Call of Duty at this point because the next Call of Duty I did not buy on release day. So, which is crazy to talk about because of where this next Call of Duty actually ends up ranking for me. But jetpack era in general, I think they went 1 for 3 for Advanced Warfare. I think it was an interesting concept. They tried to push something new, but I don't think that I don't think that it's set very well with me, and I don't think going back and playing it, like, I haven't played it in years, obviously. Like, this is not one that I look at and I'm like, man, I wish like I can go back and play that again, like how it was. But yeah, Advanced Warfare is just kind of meh to me. Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3. The thing about Black Ops 3 is it could very well be an S tier game because multiplayer was the most fun out of the jetpack era with this game. Zombies was amazing. The map, like just the original launch maps of Zombies, like Shadows of Evil, and then you get into the DLC with Horizon Drak and Garage Crovey, Revelation, stuff like that. And then on top of that, they dropped the Zombies Chronicles. Like, out of all the Call of Duties, I would argue that this Call of Duty was one of the most fun Call of Duty games of all time. And I think that a lot of people think that, right? It was like a breath of fresh air once this game came out and we're like, okay, it's a jetpack game. Is it going to be like Advanced Warfare? But it wasn't. It was better. The one thing that keeps this game from being an S tier game is the campaign. The campaign and how it was, and just not a good story and whatnot. I would say that this is obviously the point for Black Ops that the campaign started dropping off. And we kind of find out that more in Black Ops 4, but I just don't think that I can put it S tier with it not having a campaign. Like, these, like, it has a campaign, but these up here are up here because campaign's good, multiplayer's good, third mode, if it has a third mode, right, is great as well. So for me, for all the memories that I have with multiplayer and zombies, it's great. Should be S tier. Like, if I could separate those two out on its own, that's S tier. Campaign knocks it down. But for me, I'm gonna put it at the top of A. Like, it's a good game. I look back on it as one of my favorite Call of Duties of all time, but it's a thing where I think to be an S tier, the entire game itself has to be great, and this is one of them that's not, unfortunately, because of because of the campaign. And it is what it is. Infinite Warfare I played like 2 times. We all know the story about Infinite Warfare. The zombies actually kind of added more to it. Some people say that this game is fun if you actually go back and play it and give it a chance. I never played the campaign. I never really heard too much about this game when it was out. This is going to be probably our first F tier. It is what it is. Like, I played this game like twice and then I just stopped playing it and I went back to Black Ops 3 actually. So it's just not good. I don't like it. All right, now we got World War II. World War II was an interesting one. I think the campaign was good. They did the weird thing where you had like different classes and stuff like that throughout it. Had a very shaky start to its life, and then they did like some big update, which unfortunately I was already gone out of this because this was around the time that Fortnite was also coming out. So, um, but World War II wasn't bad. The campaign was good. The zombies, I don't think was as good as some of the other ones that we've gotten before. Like, I actually think Infinite Warfare Zombies was probably outside of Treyarch Zombies one of the best zombies we ever got. So, yeah, World War II is not bad. I like the story. The multiplayer ended up being a little bit fun. I'm probably going to put this in B tier just because overall, I don't think that it was that bad of a game. And then what I was talking about Black Ops 3 and the campaigns falling off, we've got Black Ops 4 that didn't even have a campaign. Granted, I don't remember what the full story was to them not having a campaign. I think Sledgehammer was supposed to make the next game, or was that Vanguard? I don't know. One of them was supposed to make a game, and it ended up being no, because that was Sledgehammer. Something happened where Treyarch got moved up to make the next game, and they didn't have time to make the campaign or something like that. But oh man, there's some good things about this, but there's some not so good things about this one. I think some of the zombies maps are good. I think multiplayer took an interesting turn with not having the regen health, and you had to use a stem shot to regen your health. I think that this game was probably better than what I'm making it out to be. But for me, it's probably just going to be, I would say it's better than Advanced Warfare in my opinion. I'm going to put it C. Blackout was a very interesting thing in this game too. The first ever Call of Duty Battle Royale, right? So this is just another one of those games where I don't think I gave it enough chance to actually play and really get into it. But for me, it's once again one of those meh games. Modern Warfare 2019. A game that, since Warzone's separate, we're not including Warzone in this, right? A game that had a great campaign and a game that had a great multiplayer. Like, it is what it is. Like, I know that hackers started hitting really bad right here, and this was the first Call of Duty that was cross-platform. Call of Duty finally going into like the cross-platform space, right? This game though was fun. I enjoyed it. I don't think it's S tier. I would probably put it up in A tier though. But looking at, I don't know. It's tough. I would say that because of the campaign and the multiplayer was good. Like I said, I can't include Warzone in that because Warzone wasn't a thing yet. Or it is a thing, but it's by itself on this list, right? It's good. I like it. I think the guns in it were good. I think it molded what Modern Warfare 2 later on would be. So because of that, I think that, you know, we gotta do what we gotta do with it. So I think it's gonna go A. I'm gonna probably put it bottom of A though. Like this is a stacked A right here, right? Like this is stacked. So maybe I'll put it there. Yeah, I like that. We'll put it there. I don't think it's better than Modern Warfare 3, but it was fun. It was good. It'll go to A tier. Now I'm thinking about what's left, and I think I'm okay with that. I don't know. We'll maybe we'll adjust some things around afterwards. But this Cold War is here, and I think of the modern age Call of Duties, right? So I would almost say Modern Warfare is like kind of like the start, in my opinion, of like modern age Call of Duties, right? Cold War to me ended up being the most fun, and it was after its life cycle that it ended up being the most fun. Like being on there with, we call them on the channel the trio, being on there with them and doing search and destroy. First game that I ever tried to actually start doing camo grinding in. This game actually ended up being really fun and bringing back some of those iconic Call of Duty maps. And not to mention, zombies in this game wasn't too bad. Obviously, they took the turn into whatever storyline they're doing now, which I don't even follow or play or anything like that. But it did take that turn, which kind of sucked. But I will say the maps weren't that bad. They were fun to play. I will say the other thing that I absolutely loved about zombies that I wish they would bring back today was Outbreak. Outbreak was a lot of fun. The first open world zombies thing where you raid around and did missions. That was fun. Multiplayer was fun. Campaign was actually really good with this game as well. So if you do all that processing, right? This is a game that I played and I think it checked off all the boxes for me. I'm going to put it there. I'm going to put it above Modern Warfare 2019 because I think it was good. I don't think it was that bad, and I enjoyed it. Call of Duty Vanguard. I know that there's probably a lot of people that are interested where I'm going to rank this because I've talked about this game too not being as bad as what people think it is. So where I will kind of talk about this is didn't play the campaign, which I heard the campaign wasn't really that good. If I remember right, this game had zombies too, because we're in that era where almost every game had zombies, right? Other than Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare strayed away from zombies completely. So, but Vanguard had zombies, which was not good. And I remember hearing about how bad it was. Multiplayer, when I first started playing it, not that good. But as time kind of went on and I went back and playing it, it was fun. But like I said, overall, like I think that all those things kind of knocks the game down pretty far. Like I almost want to put this game in D tier, but I think that I don't know. I really don't. I think I'm going to like just because of what it is, but I don't think that going back and playing multiplayer now is bad. But if you have two of your three aspects of the game just being bad, and also if we, like I said, we can't really consider Warzone in this, but if you take what Cold War and Modern Warfare did with Warzone, and then you throw Vanguard in it, and it's just like completely different, right? So I don't know. I think Vanguard, for what it is, deserves to go there. It is what it is. Like, I don't think that it can really be up there with Advanced Warfare or Black Ops 4, and I don't know if it's ever going to get there, right? So this is not a game that's going to rest like on people's minds like, man, I want to play that. So then we've got Modern Warfare 2, the new Modern Warfare 2, which continued the new Modern Warfare storyline. Campaign was good. Multiplayer, first game that I ever got a mastery camo on, which I was very proud of. The Orion camo, which this game was also another fun game of playing search with the trio and doing the camo grind. And I don't remember, the third mode for this game was a co-op, like kind of campaign mission style thing, and it was actually really fun. Oh no, the third mode, I remember what the third mode was for this, but that mode was fun. And then you had DMZ, which was also fun once you kind of got the hang of it. I think altogether this game was a really good game. I don't have as much memories on this one as I do Modern Warfare, so for me, I'm gonna put it behind, or as much as I do Cold War, I mean, I'm gonna put it behind Cold War, but still a good game. There's some people that hate it, there's some people that really like it. I think that this is the Cold War to Modern Warfare 2. If we completely forget the Vanguard's there, right? Those two games were not that bad, right? I think that Call of Duty started to take a step up, right? From Modern Warfare 2019 to Cold War to Modern Warfare 2. Like, obviously, all those are right here. Vanguard's kind of the outlier on that, but they're all right here. So they all weren't bad games, right? They were fun out of the golden age or out of the new era kind of Call of Duty. And then we started getting into this weird period where we're in now. Modern Warfare 3, I didn't really play that much. It was just kind of there. I heard the campaign wasn't that good. Multiplayer wasn't bad, but to me, it's not as fun as Modern Warfare 2. The third mode was like a zombies DMZ kind of thing that I didn't even really play, that had an interesting kind of thing, but for me, I'm just gonna throw it in C. Like it's there, it's got all the components of it. I've heard that there's not the best things with the game, right? Because I don't know, do I kick it down to D? Like, is this another D tier thing? I don't know. I think the era that we're in right now is not good, right? So from Modern Warfare 3 to Black Ops 6 to Black Ops 7, I don't think that we're good right now. So I'm gonna put it probably down in D, honestly. It's just not a good game. Like, I played it a little bit to try to camo grind. I didn't really have fun with it. I didn't have fun. Well, see, now you say that, and then they brought back some of the old maps, which were fun to play. Yeah, let's move it back up to C. I like that. All right. We've got two more left, and then two just absolutely random ones that are on this list that I chose to do. We got Black Ops 6. Black Ops 6 I played a lot when it first came out. The launch maps were not very good for it. They ended up just re-releasing some maps to make people happy, I feel like, for it. I tried to camo grind on this one. The camos were actually really good in this game, but the game itself was not fun. Uh I didn't play the campaign. Lexi did though, and she said that it was a good campaign. I might at some point go back and play it, and that might have a different take on me for where I rank this. But in zombies, I never touch zombies, like honestly. So multiplayer not being the best, zombies not being the best, I think that already automatically puts it to D tier. Maybe if I play the campaign and I like it, I'd move it up to maybe bottom of C. But that's kind of where I'm thinking right now for it. Like it's crazy to think about, but we started the Black Ops series being my favorite game of all time. Went into Black Ops 2, it was good. Black Ops 3, great. Black Ops 4 dropping off, Black Ops 7 D tier, and their Black Ops 6 D tier, and now we're at Black Ops 7, which once again, if you look at the qualities of it, right? Bad campaign, just absolutely terrible campaign that's not even close to anything that's in the Black Ops storyline. You've got zombies, which once again, I haven't touched and I've not heard the best things about, right? And you've got a multiplayer that's not bad, that actually has better maps than Black Ops 6. And I actually think is more enjoyable than Cold War. Like if I could, I would move this down to D probably, because I actually played Black Ops 6 and now Black Ops 7 more than that. But I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm just gonna do it. And then Black Ops 7, I've played. I'm gonna be honest. Black Ops 7 maps are better than Black Ops 6, so I'm just gonna do that. Right. That's kind of where I'm thinking. Like this is the tier where it's either it's got one of their three components is good, right, and the rest of it is bad. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Like if I can only find one good thing, it's here. No good things here. The rest of them up through here, I think, were pretty spot on for where we're at. Warzone, I think that you can kind of, we're going to talk about Warzone first before we talk about zombies, but Warzone was good. The release of it was good. I think it fell off a little bit when Warzone 2 came out and all that other stuff, but that's kind of not on here. I think Warzone's kind of just wrapped into its own thing, and I think that it did do a lot of good for Call of Duty for that release of it and stuff like that. So for me, I think it kind of goes in its own tier. Like just being a really good battle royale, right? And I'm kind of biased towards Fortnite with battle royales because that's the first one I played. I enjoy that one more, but Warzone for what it was, I can say was really good for Call of Duty. So I think let's just put it right beside Modern Warfare. Why not? That makes sense. The two games came out around the same time. And then Black Ops Zombies. I think you guys know where just Call of Duty Zombies in general. That's what I'm taking this one as Call of Duty Zombies in general. If we just talk about the original storyline, which is what we're going to do here, because Black Ops Zombies, not just like all of zombies, right? I mean, it's got to be up here, right? Like just the theories and stuff that came along with it, and just everything else. The whole storyline, the original storyline was so good. So many good memories, so many good maps and stuff like that. And just a good time overall. Like, I don't know if there will ever be a third mode in Call of Duty that'll be as amazing as zombies. And what was supposed to be just this little side mode and ended up taking off and being one of the most popular things in the series. So, yeah, I think I'm okay with this. I think that obviously as time sits, things change, right? And stuff can kind of get moved around and whatnot. And, you know, but I think that this is good. I think obviously you see where we were going with these three games and then where we ended up with like the most recent ones. So I don't know. Obviously, we've got Modern Warfare 4 coming out here very soon. I think it's going to be interesting. I think that we'll see how that one is. And obviously, here in a couple years, we'll redo this tier list and revisit it and see how it is. But for now, this is my official Call of Duty tier list, and this is just how it is. Alrighty, guys, that's going to do it for me here in this video. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, smash the like button down below. Remember to subscribe to the channel for more videos, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.